Hello. One second, I'm gonna get this link into the group and let people start joining. Get some music on in the meantime. Okay, gonna go over a little bit of my frustrations with trading this summer and what I'm doing to correct it. I'm usually a fair value gap trader on the 1 minute, but lately it just has not. The fair value gaps have just not been forming or not been touching. So I was thinking about going back over notes of last year of trading and what other setups I would normally play, and for some reason the protected swing high, swing low was something that just fell off my radar, and actually it would have been good all summer. So I've switched gears into using that instead of the fair value gaps because a lot of the times these when we start to trend, um, it's not making a fair value, or it's making a fair value gap, but never touching. It's becoming a breakout fair value gap. So right now I'm just going to go over because yesterday afternoon after or halfway through and after FOMC, it was like perfect uh, protective swings. So here I'll have the 15 right here, so we can see what we're doing. I'm thinking that this is topping out. I can't remember. I had something else. There was something was topping here, right? I had another another projected high here. So I wanted to start looking here at what was happening. And this was yesterday about this is a replay at about 2:30. So we'll just go ahead. So I'm thinking this is going to top out. We're going to see the wick be made on this 15-minute candle here. We'll just go forward. We did see it came down, right? Didn't quite with the protective fair value or the protective swing high. We want to see the up the up close candles. This down close candle flows below those ones or the next one thereafter. It didn't do it on the first one, but it did it on the second one, like cueing that this will be a protected swing high. Oh, how do you play that? Well, you could do it a couple ways. I kind of replayed it a little bit too quick, but we'd want to either put a sell order on this order block here, right there. That would have been perfect, actually, right? And then your stop it would be a pretty big stop. So this is where I would have probably not taken this one, but waited for this to come down and then retrace and then take the retracement. But I'm going to show you uh, where is the little circle. There it is. So this is the protected high. Well, that's not a good circle. There we go. That's a protected high. You get in here, do something a little bit like this, right? You stop up here. Probably aiming for that all the way down there, right? At least. It's only 1.5 to 1. So it's not quite the risk reward you'd want. There might be something lower we could aim for too, but this is like that's the safest bet. It's gonna at least go there, right? It's gonna take out that wick. There's a lot more down here. We could have dragged it down here. But like I said, I'm not coming in on that first one. I'm going to come in on the second one. Comes down, it does sweep this, or just barely stops short of that, right? Now it's starting to come back up. Doesn't get back. For this to be a protected low, it needs to get all the way back. It needs to crack, it needs to break that, right? That would invalidate this and make this a continuation. It didn't break that one, so it's possible that it could have came all the way back up here. But it doesn't. It looks like it's forming a, I'm gonna move this now. It's forming another protected. It closed below. We'll zoom in a little bit. Made this swing high, right? This third candle closed below that second candle. That's making this an order block here. So that would be another entry. But this one has a much better risk reward, as you'll see, because now we have confirmation that it is also wanting to come down, right? It's not popping up there. It's getting stuck. It hit off this order block up here. And then this next one hit off that order block there. It's confirmation that it does not want to go back up there. So risk reward would be much better because now we want to get greedy and go down here. We want to go to the next targets, which would be, it could be here. Let's say we want to be safe. It'd be there. You're still 3 to 1. I mean 1 to 3, and then now you're 1 to 5 with that whole. And so this is also now a protected swing high. Jeez. It's either big or really freaking small. There we go. Close enough. And as you see, we get that move down. This is cherry picked, but I'll show you where it's not cherry picked later on today. There you go. 5 to 1 off the retracement. The retracement a lot of the times will give you a better risk reward because this will be a drastic wick on that 15 and apparently the hourly too, right? So it made the 15 in an hour. Now something I would normally play this play, but it would be like V-shaped recoveries, and we're going to go into that in a second because this is what's been happening a lot. Once it gets down to your level. It goes down even more on this one. Oh yeah, it comes all the way down to this fair value gap. Now that's at this fair value gap. I'm either looking for it to come back down through here or start to reverse. So I start watching, and right here, it gives a signal that it's possibly wanting to reverse. We had upward movement here. This barely closed below, but this wick never took out this protected one. This is not quite a protected one. This is not a protected one, but it didn't take this one out. So this one possibly could become a protected one if these next few candles can get above that. As you see, I'm used to these V-shaped recoveries, but this summer it's not. It's just going and chopping the hell out of everybody right here. This consolidation lingers a lot longer than normal. See, now we have this again, didn't break that, showing that it has the willingness to go up. So what I'm looking for is this to be broken. I don't know where it breaks, but it does. It's swept here, which could be a signal that it wants to go back down, but where does this close? This closes above, right? Closes above. So now we know that there's a willingness to go above, and this is probably the protected here. So there could be at least a short-term reversal on this. Again, what did this do? It created this 1 hour wick. We hit the bottom of that 1 hour and it came back up. The 15 and 1. It just wants to chop, right? Still holding this protected here. I forgot to mark it. And this is what it's been doing a lot. It's just been, it's faking, it's pumping, it's getting above this, and then it's coming back down. Just a lot of chop. Can't remember how long it chops for. I might actually was looking at this in the 2 minutes before, but here we go. Where were you aiming for, right? Well, right here. Surprise, it made it there, right? This is cherry picked, like I said. You're looking for that. So your entry would have been up here somewhere. Stop down here. Again, it's really not that great of a risk reward again. Your full target would have been here, right? So then that gives you a much better one. That's 2.6 to 1. But once you start seeing, once it starts to play out, right, you can start to shave off risk. And this is what I'm going to start doing here. It's like shave off this risk, because now this becomes, that's a protected low here, right? And then you move it across over here. Now this is a protected low. I mean, you can shave off your risk if it gets into this chop. Because the longer you're in this chop too, the more likelihood that it could actually go against you. So shaving off that risk is not that bad of an idea. And then once you get above, you can start trailing 2 swing lows, right? You can trail this swing low here, and then doesn't really, so this one I'm talking about, this doesn't give you very many opportunities to do much. This comes back into the fair value gap. This actually did come back into this fair value gap, which is unusual. And then blast off. So you could have definitely moved your stop into profit at that point and let it run, and then try to reach it all the way up to this failure point here. Okay, let's exit replay. Let's go to, let's see. I've done this before. This is left over from mid-tracking. Okay, we had a point of interest here. Obviously, I marked it out. Came down. It's going to act as resistance here, right? So I'm looking for. Oh, this was from my earlier call in the day. I said it was going to hit this box at like 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I said this was going to be hit. And guess what it did? So now I was looking for the reversal here. Coming back up, it hit that key level and then it started bouncing back up. But once it got stuck here, I'm like, it's going to continue. And this is just going to continue falling. Let me put it on replay so we can have that 15-minute right next to us too, so we can see what happened. There's the 15-minute. Right, wicked here. Came down. This is losing momentum. See how these candles are getting smaller, they're not propelling as strongly, right? It really came up, starting to lose momentum. Green candle starting to get smaller. This wicked, and then this next 15-minute wicked above it. So I'm thinking, okay, here it's go time, because this could be a swing high on the 15. So we drop down to the 1 and I start hunting for it. It does break structure here, the swing high. It's really sloppy through here, but it does break structure here, and it's starting to break structure. As you see, it's starting to close below that, or starting to go below the that green candle there. There's a couple times you could have gotten into this. Okay, see here, this was a good example. This is where I should have tried to get in. It actually did come up into this fair value gap here. This was not a breakaway gap this time. Created a swing high there and broke structure, broke below there and closed. So we have protected swing there and a protected swing here. Sure. So break a structure. Creates that fair value gap here. But you're really wanting to get in. Like I said, for me lately, I'm wanting now to get in after this candle breaks the structure and just friggin' mark it in. Stop here. Where are we aiming for? At least here. There's a lot to aim for, right? Go there. It's almost 2 to 1. Go here. That's one. I meant 1 and 1 to 2.5 there. So you're looking good. That's a valid trade, right? Again, not where I got in, probably where I should have, because I'm thinking that it's going to run this whole thing out. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to run. It's going to run all the way. I called this out again in the group. I said 330. So that was my full call. But that's not what I took. Again, here, there's so many. There's so many in this. I'll move this out of the way. Again, up back into this fair value gap. Creates a swing high. Broke structure here again. This thing just wants to keep going down. That chop again, right? It's doing that choppy thing. But again, there's another one. It broke structure here. That's a protected swing right there. There's so many opportunities, and look at all the opportunities in this one movement here. If anybody knows how to stop TradingView from making it so it clicks to the next freaking candle, that'd be great, because it's been doing that and I don't know how to stop it. It's like trying to size it to the candle sizes on everything. Okay, there's another one. Got an entry here. That's the real ballsy entry. This is confirmation entry, continuation. It gets more risky as you go, because especially once you start getting around here, it gets riskier. You know, I don't know if it's going to show where I entered on market replay. No, there's another one right here. There's another protected. Right? Came up, closed below. This is perfect. Like, this is such good scalping for this entire move, basically. You could have just scalped it from here, right? Could have scalped it right there. Could have. Well, this is huge, so. Could have just done a little mini scalp. I'm more apt to start taking profits quicker the longer that this goes on. Like that's one, you could get almost 1 to 2 there, but as we go on, you just want to, it gets riskier and riskier. Hey TMB, hey Cap. Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. I see you guys now. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna show where I got in. See, technically this one is, I think, two right here. This could be one. Again, swing high, broken. It's probably a riskier one. It's probably the one I took actually. Still targets are below. You can see their lines down there. It's really close to where we're going. See if we held here. That's a gigantic move. I'm gonna exit replay because I can't remember where I actually took that trade. And it doesn't show on replay for some reason. Oh yeah, I did. I took the trade right up here. So that was a trade that I took. I got in. Once that broke, I got in. Got in right in on this one. I saw that it touched that fair value gap, and I was just going to get in because these have been breakaways. It didn't break away. I thought I was actually going to get stopped out. Look how close I came from getting stopped out on this. It's kind of crazy. Thought I was going to get stopped out right there, but I did not. And it didn't. I wanted this to just go. I wanted this to be this, but it didn't. And then I have a rule: I walk away after a win or a loss. That way I don't get FOMO or anything. But I wish I hadn't because it just continued to. It continued. And the way it was so choppy, I didn't want to stay. I didn't want to stay in all the way down to the 130. I'm at 330. It's that slow grind that you don't know if it's going to start retracing or not. But here I probably would have re-entered somewhere along here. Definitely along here I would have. This one was a classic, right? Takes out that fair value gap. Break structure here. That's what I wanted to happen here. I wanted just wanted a waterfall. Wanted this waterfall. Wanted it here. And then it finally hits target, and then reverses, and you can see that even the reverse is pretty epic. You get this, get the sweep at a point of interest. Obviously, it's in between 2 points of interest, so it makes it a little bit iffier. But that's one wick on the 15. That's another wick. I think these are daily lows actually too. I think this is yesterday's low and the day before low. And then right off that, it closes just barely above it. Take that. You don't want this to come down too far. This is now a breakaway gap. It's not going to be taken. You just go with it. If you want to be safer here, right? This would be the protected at this point, which is really not going to give you a great risk reward on anything. So to be safer, you can have played this one here, which would, if you miss this one, it's always this one. It broke the structure there. You get in. This should be your fair value gap that's not going to get retraced. Let's move these around. That fair value gap should not be revisited. It's going to be a breakaway. This one maybe, but not this one. Comes back into this fair value gap here, and then starts going up. You could have just jumped in anywhere there and targeted. Probably. You probably want to target there, but I don't think you got there. No. Might have targeted that order. That's the order block here. This is probably an order block from up above too. So once you see that rejection there, and then this change of delivery here, this is where you can get out. This is where managing your trades come in, because now you're going to see this. Like, okay, I was aiming here, but crap, it just made a protected swing here. So what do? You just trail it or get out, one or the other, right? Because that's like definitely something you don't want to see. It's protected. It's a lot easier just moving them. It's just a protected swing now because it broke structure. And then came back down here one more time. It was brutal this afternoon. Look at this 4 o'clock. Look at this 4 o'clock candle. Freaking that 4 o'clock candle is 560 ticks. Oh my god, that's hilarious. On both sides, 250 both sides. Just screw you. That's no longer protected. Screw you. That's no longer protected. Screw you. We're taking out this protected, and then shopping for the rest of the day. That's just brutal. That's why you don't trade close to the end of the day. Once you get to like 3:30, even then you're pushing it. A lot of people stop at 3 because a lot of times it can just chop and then be very, very violent. I'll take any questions in the group, but that was my trade that I obviously, as you see, closed out way too soon, only because I did not like how it chopped so much and didn't do this. I wanted that. If it did that, I would have been much happier. I would have held it down to here. Held it down to that wick though. It was just chopping. I actually trailed it. Forgot that I trailed it. Manually trailed it, not to anything. I didn't like the reaction that it had here, so I just got out on this. As you see, it's like right there on that candle. Right there, it's like an 80 tick trade. Okay. Enjoy the evening, guys. See you in the morning.